Meet Brian Newell. He's a massive basketball fan with a huge dream, joining his high school team, the Eagles. There's just one tiny problem. He is completely terrible at the sport. He's short, clumsy, and lacks any natural talent. The only spot he can secure on the team is being the water boy. Every night, Brian goes home and watches tapes of his absolute idol, the NBA superstar Kevin Durant, hoping that hard work will one day pay off. He practices endlessly in his driveway. But his shots are so bad that even his little sister records his failures just to laugh at him. Things get worse at school. Brian falls head over heels for a beautiful new student named Isabel. Encouraged by his best friend, Mitch, Brian tries to talk to her in the cafeteria. But Connor, the arrogant team captain, ruins everything. He plays a humiliating video on the school screens showing Brian crashing onto a trampoline and getting stuck upside down on a basketball hoop. The whole school laughs, leaving Brian completely mortified. Seeing his son completely heartbroken, Brian's dad decides to cheer him up by taking him to a live Oklahoma City Thunder game to watch Kevin Durant dominate the court. During halftime, Brian is randomly selected for a half-court shot contest to win $20,000. Standing under the bright lights with Kevin Durant watching, Brian gets nervous, especially when Connor mocks him from the stands. He shoots, but the ball flies wildly and knocks out the team mascot, Rumble. Embarrassed, Brian walks away, but Kevin Durant kindly stops him, signs his ball, and tells him to never give up. But as they touch the ball at the same time, a strange surge of energy passes between them. Neither realizes it, but Kevin's legendary basketball skills have just been magically transferred to Brian. The next day, the sports world is in shock. Kevin Durant suddenly plays like the worst player in the NBA, missing every single shot. Meanwhile, Brian wakes up and flips his laundry perfectly into the basket from across the room. At a local carnival, Brian easily beats Connor in a shooting game, winning a giant teddy bear for Isabel. Confident with his new powers, Brian challenges Connor to a one-on-one at school. He completely destroys the captain and even beats the coaches in a two-on-one match. Amazed by his sudden genius, Coach Ambrose immediately puts Brian on the starting lineup. Brian becomes an overnight sensation, leading the Eagles to victory after victory. But the fame goes straight to his head. He starts ignoring his real friends, pushes Isabel away, and becomes incredibly arrogant on the court. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant's career is facing a total disaster, and the media claims he is finished. Kevin's sharp agent, Alan, notices that a random high school kid in Oklahoma is suddenly using Kevin's exact signature moves. Alan investigates, breaks up a wild school party, and confronts Brian, explaining that he somehow stole Kevin's talent. Feeling deeply guilty, Brian visits Isabel to apologize and confesses the truth. He realizes he needs to return the talent. He meets up with Kevin Durant at the arena, and after several failed scientific and magnetic attempts to switch the powers back, Brian remembers the exact sequence of events. They go to the stadium, find the mascot Rumble, and hit him with the ball just like before. Shaking hands on the autographed ball, they reverse their words. Boom! A powerful electric spark shocks them both, and Kevin's talent instantly returns to its rightful owner. Kevin Durant returns to the court and secures a massive victory for the Thunder. Back at school, Brian is back to being talentless, but he refuses to let his team down in the state championship final. During the big game, Brian panics and plays terribly in the first half, but seeing Kevin and Alan in the stands supporting him, he gets inspired. Instead of shooting, Brian uses his deep knowledge of basketball tactics to coach his teammates. They play as a real team. In the final 4 seconds, the ball lands back in Brian's hands. He takes a desperate shot from deep and hits the buzzer beater. The Eagles win. In the end, Brian and Kevin realize that while natural talent is great, nothing beats the value of true effort and teamwork.